We all enjoy the freedom that mobile devices bring to our lives. Let's pass that freedom on by recycling the rechargeable batteries that power them. To find out how you can answer the call to recycle, visit calltorecycle.org.
Cans, bottles, paper, plastic, Boeing 727s? Stop down to the curb to find out more. Hello, I'm Waste and Recycling News Editor John Campanelli. More on an incredible aircraft recycling project in a sec. But first, huge news about the sale of Veolia's U.S. solid waste operations. Investment firm High Star Capital announced late last week that it had purchased Veolia for $1.91 billion. High Star, which already owns Florida's Advanced Disposal and New Jersey's Interstate Waste, will combine all three entities to form the largest private trash company in North America. That company, operating under the name Advanced Disposal Services and led by current Advanced CEO Charlie Appleby, will stretch through 20 states, from Minnesota to Florida to Vermont. It will boast 47 landfills, 92 transfer stations, 5,400 employees, more than 3,000 collection vehicles, and about $1.4 billion in annual revenue. Here's Wunderlich Securities analyst Michael Hoffman discussing the deal with Waste and Recycling News senior reporter Jim Johnson.
I would think that if you've made a commitment to be this big in garbage, that the public markets, you need to access the public markets at some point in order to help fund long-term growth. Whether it's the debt markets or the equity markets, you're going to have to come into the public capital markets at some point to fund that long-term growth. And therefore, that makes for an interesting, that'd be the first public IPO of a garbage company since, I guess, Republic. Old Republic went public. Can't remember which one was last, Republic or Waste Connections. But those, we haven't had an IPO in the garbage space in 12 or 15 years. So that's exciting from my perspective.
The deal, easily the largest in the industry since Republic's takeover of Allied Waste in 2008, is expected to close in the fall. Finally, Bruce Campbell might be working on the most impressive recycling project ever. A few years back, Campbell purchased an old Olympic Airways 727 for $100,000. He then paid another $12,500 to have it towed from a nearby airport to his 10 acres of land outside Portland, Oregon. Now Campbell is living in the old jet, slowly remodeling it into a studio-style pad. He's fixed up a kitchen and has one of the bathrooms working. While most of us equate airplanes to cramped spaces, Campbell says he has more than 1,000 square feet of, quote, exhilarating aerospace quality. The engines and landing gear remain, but he hopes to have the plane up on concrete pillars soon. He also sees a future when more people help the environment and create homes from what is hardly a shortage of old planes. He gives tips on his website to others interested in living in a recycled aircraft. It sounds like an excellent idea, especially if it means I can finally join the the 10 feet off the ground club. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week at the Curb.